You might not realize this, or you do realize this, but you have been manifesting a lot of good shit. All because maybe this is new, maybe you've been doing it, but you have been giving more. Maybe, you know, when you go in the store, you act a little bit nicer just to, you know, make the other person's day. Or maybe you are giving someone a little extra money, helping your family out with money. Or maybe you are giving someone a compliment to make their day. You know, I don't know exactly what you're doing, but you are giving more. You are doing more for the community, or just, you know, you're not taking. Like, you want to help people, and you are. If you don't even realize it, you are. Something as little as, you know, complimenting someone could make their day. Like, yeah, so you are realizing that you want to give more. And this doesn't have to be about money. It could be about money. But yeah, so yeah, like, I'm getting the energy where you're kind of like single, independent right now. Even if you're not single, you're very independent. You're in a very independent energy. I'm seeing that for whoever this is about, you haven't been communicating a lot with people because you are actually focused on healing, and you're not really wanting to communicate back and forth with people. You're very like, okay, like, I'm about me for now, okay? So yeah, okay, so you decided, or this is just happening, but there's like the energy where you are taking a break from lovers or going out, having sex, whatever it is. You're taking a break just to focus on you. And that doesn't mean you're not helping other people, giving to other people, because I'm getting that you are. Yeah, so you might have had this new idea, this new creative idea, or just an idea or something creative in general. It doesn't have to be new. And you want to go towards this. You're like, you know what? I want to do this thing. Okay? You're realizing this is my wish fulfillment, and this is what I want to do. So you got this mental clarity, right? That you are like, you just want to go for it. Like, you just want to go for it. Like, yes. Okay? And whatever this is, I'm telling you, it is going to bring money. Okay? Money, baby. Money. Like, I'm telling you, you go towards this. You have been ignoring this for a while, or you haven't been going for it for a while. Listen, this is it. This is what you need to do. I'm telling you. Okay? So you're going for this new beginning, and you are going to get bread, honey. So if you're worrying, do not worry. Whatever you're going towards is going to work. Okay? Yeah. So also, there's like many instances in your life where you maybe felt screwed over, or like you didn't get the correct justice that you deserved, or maybe just in general in life. You're not having the career you want, you're not having the friends you want, you're not having the house you want, the money you want, whatever it is, okay? Maybe you're just not in the energy that you want to be in. So you're like, you know what? I'm realizing this shit, and nobody can mess with me at this point going forward. I'm going to give myself my own justice because I'm that person, okay? And I don't need anyone to give it to me, and you're realizing that. So you're like ending anything that was like making you feel unbalanced, or, you know, making you not feel like you can focus on yourself. Yeah, I'm definitely realizing that, like, I'm seeing that you're realizing that, like, anything that isn't good for you, anything that's negative, anything that is not working, you're like, okay, get out the window. Like, throw it out the window. Like, I'm ready to do some shit for myself, okay? So yeah, I'm seeing that whether you already started working on this or you're going to start working on this, this is going to be your new beginning. This is going to be a complete victory. So go for it. I'm telling you, go for it. This is going to bring you a lot of money. Okay? I'm also seeing that this is going to bring a lot more suitors in your life. I don't know why, I don't know how, but maybe it could just be the energy. People could just feel the energy. People can telepathically feel the energy. You know what I mean? Like, you never know how people are knowing this or whatever, but it's like people want to start talking to you. People want to start meeting with you. And you're going to be a little defensive against this. You know what I mean? Because you're like on a streak. You're like, okay, I'm going for this. I'm for myself. And, you know, I'm definitely seeing that if you are feeling defensive, you're probably just not even going to entertain it. So it's like, whatever. But for whatever reason, the cards want you to know that you're going to be having a lot more suitors coming towards you. Okay? So maybe this could be something you're working from home or in a building, I'm getting. But this is going to bring you a lot of happiness, okay? Also, there's going to be toxic, negative people who are going to try to come in and, you know, definitely, I don't know if they're coming in for a relationship. I don't know if they're coming for whatever, but they're definitely coming in on some type of, like, I don't know how to say this. Like, it's not no friendly shit, okay? So these negative people are coming in. Your advice is to literally ignore them. Do not answer. Do not entertain these people, these things. Not saying that you even were going to in the first place, but the cards are just advising you to not answer these people. Yeah, like, so basically, you need to make this decision now. That's what they want you to do, or the cards, okay? So basically, there's like this thing, or this creative thing that you are realizing. If you haven't realized, you're going to realize very soon. But it's almost like you have been sneaking away from this, whether you know it or not. It's like you've been sneaking away from this, not making a decision on this, and you're finally going to make that decision, and this is going to bring so much stability. Like, yes, okay? So once this starts going good, you are going to be holding on to this for your life. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is it, and I'm not going to let it go for nobody. And yeah, you're going to be staying committed to it, even if you start feeling confused, even if you start feeling guarded, defensive within this creative project or business project or whatever. You're not going to let that shit go, because this took so long for you to finally end all the negative shit, all the negative people, and finally get into this energy. And if it hasn't happened, it's gonna happen soon, I'm telling you. So once you get it, you're not gonna let go of that shit, I'm telling you. And yeah, a lot of your happiness is gonna be stemming from this creative thing or this business, because like, you know, it wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't easy, and you've gone through a lot of hard shit, okay? So yeah, you're not seeing something currently, but there's like a masculine energy who is in some deep regret, and they're almost thinking of like all the happy memories that you have. And even if you don't think you guys happy memories, they're just thinking of anything, and like just like thinking about it, like it makes them feel happy, but also it starts to make them feel conflicted. So I'm getting, they are gonna come in, and whether it's today, whether it's next week, whether it's a freaking 5 months from now, they're gonna come in and offer you something. Yeah, I see that it's like they were taking their time to do this because they had another person. So it was almost like, okay, like I'm gonna see if this works out, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna go to that person, you. Yeah, so they were, I'm not gonna lie, they were trying to juggle you. But once they realized they couldn't, they were like, okay, I'm gonna put you on standby, and I'm gonna see if this works, okay? So yeah, they started working on that with that person. But all of this was literally destined to happen, okay? All of this was destined to happen. This was meant to teach you something, and if you don't realize it now, you will realize that this was probably the best thing that could have happened to you, to make you realize who the hell you really are, what you are willing to deal with, and what you are willing to not deal with. Also, it could have taught you boundaries. It could have taught you so many things. So yeah, like I'm seeing for a while, you were trying to stay strong so bad. You were trying to stay strong so, like you were putting so much work to just try to stay strong, to just try to hang in there. But at the same time, you felt so stuck, and you felt like you couldn't do anything to get out of that situation. And you still stayed strong. Like whether you realized it or not, you kept going. You kept waking yourself up. Like you kept going no matter how burdened you were, no matter how stuck you felt, no matter how anxious and heartbroken you felt, okay? You stuck through that, and you stayed strong through that. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys some advice cards. Also, I'm having a limited time offer below. Go ahead and check it out. I'm going to do, I guess today I'll start doing $10 readings for 15 minutes. Okay, let's get some advice. Okay, your advice is to end anything that is coming to your mind currently. End anything that was negative, anything that was toxic, anything that made you feel unbalanced. You have to give yourself this justice. And once you fully and forgive and give yourself this justice, you're going to be celebrating. It could just be you celebrating. It could be you waking up and feeling hella good just because you gave yourself that justice. Okay? Your advice is to continue manifesting. Your advice is that you don't need to make a huge decision currently. Take your time. Definitely make a plan. Definitely make some goals. But don't be like, okay, I got to get it now. I got to do it now. And if I don't, then I'm a failure. Like, absolutely not. Your advice is to keep working. Keep working. And everything is literally destined to happen in divine timing. So it's saying keep giving to yourself. You always want to give to people. You always want to show love to people. But also, you sometimes, you might have to be a little selfish with your energy, and, you know, you got to give to yourself, okay? Whether that means self-care, going out and buying yourself something nice, whether that means taking a break from all of your duties that you have, like whatever it is, you know, show some love to yourself and do not feel bad about it. Do not feel bad if you need to be a little selfish, because this is your time. Also, your advice is, well, basically they're just letting you know that there's going to be a few masculine energies that are coming through. And if you talk to these people, if you entertain these people, they're just going to burden you. They're just going to take you away from your main goal. And yeah, they're just going to cause the anxiety. Listen, you don't need that shit. So hold on to yourself. Hold on to your body. Do not share your body currently. Just focus on you. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a couple energies, or maybe one in particular, that is feeling heartbroken and guarded because they now want a commitment that is just not going to happen. And they're realizing this, and they're realizing that maybe you once were their option, but now you are not. Now you are not. Here's my confirmation card. So, yeah, like your wish fulfillment is literally you getting the mental clarity and realizing who you are and what you're here to do, and your boundaries. Like, that is your wish fulfillment. That is what's going to make you happy. And it's also going to bring you a lot of money. So whatever your energy you're feeling is what is going to affect your money, your relationships, your career, everything. So make sure your energy is good. Yeah, there's definitely someone who is obsessing over you and regret. Definitely, this is someone who wants to meet with you, and they're defensive because you're not, or you're not answering them, or whatever it is. Or you're just not chasing them. But yeah, so like you're going through this new beginning, like you're going to be getting new money. And like, it's almost like you didn't even realize that you were like capable of what you are going to be doing, or like what you are going to become. Because listen, you're gonna tap into this energy, and you are gonna be like so happy. Yeah, this masculine is gonna communicate. I want to let you know that this masculine, whether you know it or not, I'm not saying the main thing they're wanting to come in is for sex, but it's definitely something that's on their mind, and they want you to know that for whatever reason. So yeah, use your intuition about this person. You're gonna see it coming because you've seen this reading. So yeah, it's okay. So the cards are saying that if you hold off and ignore these people who are trying to come in, they're going to literally bless you with someone, gift you with someone, and you guys are going to be happy and have a family. So I'm not saying this is going to happen now. This is going to happen, you know, in a year from now, whatever it is. But I'm definitely getting that this is your time to focus on you. So if this all hasn't happened now, it's going to happen. Okay? I'm definitely seeing that someone's going to come in impulsively and you're just not going to answer them. So yeah, definitely I'm getting you're going to ignore them because you're starting to feel so strong, and you're looking back at your past and you're looking at you're like, I was so conflicted. How was I so conflicted over this person when they treated me like that? Am I crazy? And this is where you're like, okay, boundaries, right? So that is a good thing. That is a lesson. Totally going through to a new beginning. Yeah, again, your advice is to take your time. This isn't saying, you know, take your time, like don't do anything. Take action, set goals, but don't think there's a timeline. And if things aren't going as fast as you want it to, trust me, that does not matter. Please do not let that get in your way, because listen, I've heard people like who are crazy successful, crazy rich, who were like, yeah, you know, I was doing something on the internet, for example. I was doing something on the internet. I was doing it for 6, 7 years, 10 years. And I was getting, you know, 260 views or whatever the case may be, right? And it took them that long to get there. But guess what? It's worth it. And they're freaking millionaires. Like, you got to think for the long run. Not right now, because that just isn't going to be helpful, right? So, okay. I'm getting that you are healing. Like, you are healing. And it feels so good to see this. like because of you were because of, okay, so I'm getting that you were trying to heal, and it wasn't like, it's like you weren't healing completely, or like to the point where you needed to heal in order to do this creative or this business thing. And it was almost like you were like, oh, I don't want to do it, or it's just too much, or you know, you were kind of like sneaking away from this. You're sneaking away from your own success and leaving this idea out in the cold, right? And what you didn't realize were you were leaving out stability out in the cold. So now that you're realizing this, you're realizing that you were feeling so stuck, like you couldn't do anything, and now you're realizing, nah, I'm gonna make this decision now.